Hi guys, good morning. Good morning. In my neck of the woods, it's 3:22 a.m. in the morning. I took a nap, get up, and decided I wanted to do a video. How you guys doing this beautiful morning, of course? And for me, I love these hours because it's calm, it's quiet, it's peaceful, and I can think, I can be with myself and just have those nice flow, that beautiful download that just flows into me naturally. Hi guys, as usual, before I do any video, I introduce myself, and my name is Nicola Thompson Harris. And Harris is for documentation purposes because once we were married, and most of your paperwork would have been attached to that last name. Um, until you remove it from all your documents, then you could make that change. As of now, because I am taking care of a few things legally, I have to keep that name until I accomplish what is it that I'm going after, what is it that I want to accomplish in terms of legality. That's the right words. So when I say legality, I means doing the right thing, of course, and make sure doing your duty or your due process when it comes to the law, judicial system, the administrative system, even the executive arm. But just make sure that you follow the rules, don't bend them, follow the rules. And whatever it is that you are working towards to achieve legally, just ensure that it maps back to the law as it applies to the land. So as I always say to people, if you want to sue somebody for what? They stole your shirt, just ensure that the law, the words in there stipulate shirt, not necessarily shirt, but garment, clothing, and that phrase that is in there when it comes to the judicial system, it must be applied back to what you are actually suing someone for, right? You cannot sue somebody for a house and said, that person stole my house, that person put my name in that house, and they put me in another house or put me in an apartment while they are actually living in my house using my name. You could say NYC Connect, Housing Connect. You can say all of that thing, but you have to prove that, right? You have to get the paperwork. You have to apply certain things in order to get that information. And that's what I have right now. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what I want to talk about. So that's why the name Harris has not been removed as yet, until I always say to people, and if people follow me, of course I talk about the abuse that I've been going through, that I am ensuring that my name is clear. I get my justice because my justice is here. I can feel it. I can taste it. My justice is here with me. I call in justice every day for the things that happen to me and continue to happen to me. And I say it over and over. The people who have committed those crimes will not walk scot-free. So they think. It is unfair for them to walk scot-free. What they have done to me, no human should endure. And it's all out of ego. But here and there, while of course they continue to block my path, but you cannot block greatness. I always say that. And when I said greatness, and I'm not saying perfection, but I'm saying greatness because for me, I think once I put my mind to something, I go after it. Resilient. Rain, thunder, snow, sleet, it doesn't stop me. I have a resilient gene that built in me from a child, and it doesn't stop me. And I always say to people, I fear no one but God. And when my time comes to go, I will, when God decides, but not when man decides, okay? So today I want to talk about, actually this short story I wrote it last year, September, and I did post it on LinkedIn and Facebook page and Instagram. I posted in a few places, a few platforms. A couple of those platforms would have been blocked by this group of people, but a few people have it has definitely penetrated a few people. Okay, so of course this short story has a lot to do with my childhood, and I'm thinking about expanding 2 or 3 more pages into this short story. Actually, somebody mentioned it to me as per interest, and I said, let me expand upon it a little more and actually put it back out there. So I find I've done things over the years in terms of works and projects, little here and there, and I'm basically recalling back in those projects, and I'm putting a stamp and a seal, and it doesn't matter who stole it and got money off of it many years ago, or a couple months, weeks, days, it doesn't matter, because when the fat lady sings or when the bell ring, it is still mine. And as per se, the universe, God would put me in a position to ensure that these people are sued for what is it that they have done. A lot of people think that they're above the law, that they could do certain things and they can get away with it. But we know that some of these people are running around here like loose cannons, they're wild in their thinking. It's all about hurt, take, block this. That same narrative that is so old that don't make sense. However, for us, people who've been attacked behind the scenes, we have to think strategically. And that's how we got to win them, because we know what is it that they're after. Their main focus boils down to is money. It is money. These people are money hungry. These people need money, right? So they would sell you out. You don't know them. You probably met them once or twice in your life, and they would have an insurance policy on you, so they can get rid of you and get that. Or maybe you had a marriage before, and your ex-husband or ex-wife decide, I'm going to take an insurance policy on him or her, so when they pass, they can get that money. People do these things. I've read about it, I've seen it, vision it as well, People do these things. But I always say, the fearless I am, it doesn't matter what people do. I get up every day humble, grateful, gratitude in my heart, and I go about my day, and I trust in God so much in my soul. You guys have no idea how I depend on God so much, and I call upon him. Anyhow, guys, I went into this video a lot without talking about my little short story. So the book's name is Rain on My Face, Mama, and it has a lot to do, and why I say mama too, I remember my mom passed many moons ago, and I remember her. I remember what she imparted in me. She was a movie lover, and she loves to read, and one of the things that she has always instilled in me is getting an education. I come from a humble beginning, but my mom would always say to me, ensure that your education is at a level where people cannot deny you, right? Deny you for who you are, not who they think you are. So therefore, you as a person and what you have accomplished in terms of your background, your academia, those are certain things that gets your foot into the door, okay? Some people would think otherwise, that they can get their foot into the door. Let's talk a little bit about me. One of the things I talk about is being an advocate against bullyism. And we know that there's so many bullies out there today, people who basically take hurt and they tell themselves that they can get away with these things, quite easily. So guys, I have shared it today. I don't care how many blocks it got, I'm going to keep sharing it over and over and over again. It will get into one person's eye, just like it trickled into that person's eye who told me about it. So to God I give glory, and to God I give praise. Peace.